More yogic powers. My mind is longing to meet you as an unfledged bird waits for the mother bird, as the hunger-struck calf yearns for his mother's milk, like a dear wife waits to meet her long-separated husband. This is Vritrasura's beautiful prayer. In the whirligig of samsara, let me be friendly with devotees of yours, Lord of excellent fame, those who by your Maya are attached to the body, children, wife, and home, let me never have friendship with them. This is Vritrasura, an asura asking the Lord for a beautiful prayer and a boon. We now pass on to the eighth canto. The eighth canto is significant. Please bow down. Bhagavata is a ritual also. It's a narration and it's a ritual. So we have come to the Ashtama Skanda. 8, 9, 10. 10th is the Skanda of Narayana Krishna. 1 minute Kirtan. Narayana, 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 Krishna, Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. This is the history of Gajaraja. My dear listeners, pride is a formidable foe. And we don't know when pride will enter us. I call it cancerous. We don't know why we are proud, how we are proud. The only way to remove pride is to bow down to the Guru. The Guru is the only one who can remove our pride. Because the Guru is a scanner. He knows what's happening in your mind. To the world, you may appear very humble, but he understands. As Gyaneshwarji Maharaj wanted to remove the ahankara of Namdevji, who thought he was feeding Panduranga every day. They went to a potter. The potter's name was Gora Kumar. Gora, said Gyaneshwarji, yes, Maharaj. How do you make your pots? As if Gyaneshwar doesn't know how pots are made. Sir, we make the pot and then we bake them. How do you bake them? We bake them in fire, sir. How do you know they're baked? We take a stick, sir, and hit on the pot. If it is a thud thud sound, it means it's unbaked. If it's a ting ting sound, metallic, it's baked. Well, Gora, lots of pots have gathered here. Just find out which is the baked pot and which is the unbaked pot. Poor Gora's hands were trembling because it was a galaxy of saints. How could he hit the head of the saints? And having announced this, Gyaneshwar said, I am the first guinea pig. Try on me. Gyaneshwar Maharaj, who writes the great commentary on the Gita, he says, hit on my head, trembling, trembling, trembling. You find Gora hits on the head and said, ting, ting, sir. Metallic sound, perfectly baked pot. That's how it goes on. When it comes to Namdeva, he says, I won't allow you to hit my head. I feed the Lord every day. He said, no, you have to submit. Everybody says objection. Namdeva bows down. Thud, thud. Unbaked pots. Oh no. Namdeva's heartbroken. I am insulted in the presence of everybody. Panduranga, Panduranga. The Lord says, you don't have a guru. That is why you're proud. Go to the forest. And there he goes to the forest. In the forest, there's an old Shiva temple. An old man is lying with both his feet on Shivalinga. Namdev says, you old fellow, grey-bearded fellow, grey-haired fellow, don't you have the wisdom to put your foot on the ground and not on the Shivalinga? The old man says, unbaked pot, welcome. Those were not the days of network, my dear listeners. How did you come to know that I was unbaked? Oh God, that means the whole world knows that I've been insulted. Well, Namdeva, put put my feet where there is no Shivalinga. Well, old man, I'll help you. To the right, there was one Shivalinga. To the left, there was another Shivalinga. To the east and the west and the north and the south, all over the temple, there were Shivalingas. That is how Namadeva found his guru, who blasted his ego. It is only the guru who can blast our ego. There was an elephant in a beautiful place. To make the long story short, there was a large mountain called Trikuta. It was 80,000 miles high, surrounded by an ocean of milk. The ground at the foot of the mountain was washed by the milky waves, and that produced emeralds on the foot of the mountain. You can imagine. Milky waves. Trikuta had many lakes and rivers, beaches which were covered with gems that looked like grains of sand, and crystal clear water, and lotuses which bloomed in profusion. In this valley, there was a garden belonging to a demigod called Varun. It was called Rutumat. It was the sporting place for divine damsels. And this was surrounded by so many trees. I can't read out the number of trees, just for a few. The mandaras, the ashokas, the champakas, the chutas, the panasas, the mangoes, the sandalwood trees, and so on. Then there were trees with fruits, grapes and bananas and jambu and amalakas. There was a large lake with shining golden lotus flowers, and the bees were humming. Just to tell you the luxury of the place. In such a lovely place, there were a lot of birds also, swans, chakravakas, cranes, water chicken, and so on. And there were flowers like kadamba, vanjulaka, kunda, ashoka, punnaga, jati, mallika, and so on. In this atmosphere, you had Gajendra sporting with his family. I hope you know all elephants love water. They love water. Once the elephants enter a lake, it was a very warm day. And so he and his Gajendra is the king of elephants. The king of elephants was followed by his large group, baby elephants, female elephants, and also his male elephant followers. All of them were following, hundreds of them. When you have a majority following you, your ego meter goes up, reading goes up. As he was sporting with his family's large extended family, the elephant always moves in herds, like the deer. They're very happy, and the leader is very important for them. As they are happily spending their time splashing water on everyone, that is what he's doing. Suddenly there is a crisis. And what is this crisis? My dear listeners, in life also it happens. I told you yesterday, one lady rings up and says, somebody goes to bed at night, doesn't wake up in the morning. We don't know when the crisis will come. That is why, pade, every moment we have to think of the Lord. Think of Him at least in the morning and think of it in the evening, so that He will protect us. Suddenly an alligator, angry, angry alligator is holding his foot. The moment you have a problem, you think you can ward it off, or you think you can conquer it, or you think you can negate it, or you ask somebody to help you. When all this fails, you don't know what to do. There are so many instances in life when you have nobody to help you. You stand alone at the crossroads. Suddenly he says, what is happening? Tam tatra kaschit nripadaiva chodito graho baliyan charane rushagrahit yadrichyayivam vyasanam gato gajo yatha balam soti balo vichakrame. After all, he is Gajaraja, he is Gajendra. He is pulling himself, pulling. nothing happens. Then he looks at the large following behind him. Please help me out. All of us know that people help us for a while. After that, they say, Jane do bhai, that is his karma. Great philosophy we talk, no? That is his karma. Let him suffer. That's all. And we leave him. Nobody comes to help us beyond that. The little elephants were gone, the baby elephants were gone, the female elephants were gone, the male elephants were gone. Nobody was there. He looked back, hey, I've told you, if a man loses in the election, he does not even get a wrong number telephone call. Did you hear me? Nobody cares for us if we are not sitting in power. The income tax commissioner is a formidable figure as long as he occupies his seat. The richest billionaires are filing before him. After that, if you find him in T Nagar market, अरे retire आया चिपा, उन्नो पढ़ना मुड़ियादे. अरे बेचारा क्या करेगा भाई? क्रॉफर्ड मार्केट में घूम रहा है, कुछ नहीं कर सकता. That is how we know about people losing their position. Nobody with me. I don't know. I tell you, I'm very ignorant about the mobile. I didn't know there's a button called reject calls. Sad button, very sad button, isn't it? When you're calling somebody desperately and the person rejects your call, you're heartbroken. The only one who doesn't reject your call is Narayana. Only one. The wife may get angry, the husband may get angry, the children may be irritated because you did not buy them what they wanted, your brothers because you did not give them their property they wanted, your friends because you came up in life more than them. But not so the Lord. The Lord is waiting for the phone call. And it is man who delays and not God who tarries. It is man who delays. In calling him, call him. The moment there is a problem, call him. May you not have problems. May I not have problems. But let me not forget to call him. Now he's still confident. Management principles have boosted our ego so much. Oh, I am Gajendra. I'm very strong. I have professional pride. I can manage. There are people who say, I can manage. I feel very sad. I said, I'm very happy that you can manage. My father used to quote a Christian preacher. A man came to the Christian preacher and said, that's a self-made man, sir. And the preacher said, thank God, the Lord doesn't have the responsibility of one man. Who is self-made? We can unmake ourselves. We can't make ourselves. We can unmake ourselves, but making ourselves is only in the hands of the Lord. The Bhagavata says, Vikrishya manasya jale vasidato viparyayo abhut sakalam jalaukasaha. The alligator is a water creature, aquatic creature. He became strong in water. And our creature, Gajendra, is a land creature. He became weak. So finally, silent valley. Everybody is gone. My enemy, I, two of us. And he's pulling me. Any moment I'll be drowned. Any moment I'll be swallowed up by him. Any moment I'll be destroyed. Is there a God? I have not sought him all these days. I don't know his direct number. I don't know his email ID. I never made an attempt to find out who he is because I was a headstrong king of the elephants. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I bow down to you. This heady head never bowed down to anybody. Are you listening? The desperate cry of the soul never goes unheard, my dear listeners. Om Namo Bhagavate Tasmai Yadayeta Chitatmakam Purushaya Adibijaya Pareshaya Abhidhimahi Yasmin Idam Yatachedam Yenedam Yedam Swayam Yo asmat parasmat cha parastam prapadye swayambhuvam. I know nobody created you. That much I know. That much I know. But I don't know who you are. But I know the whole world came from you. I know you are controlling the world. You are supporting the world. I bow down to you. You are the cause of the world and the costless cause of the world. Lovely phrase. Namo namaste akhila karanaya. Nishkaranaya adbhuta karanaya. Sarvagamamnaya mahardamaya. Namo pavargaya parayanaya. And you are here to shower your mercy on me. Madrik prapanna pashupasha vimokshanaya muktaya bhuri karunaya namo alayaya. You are the one who is seen in everyone. Pratyak trishe bhagavate brahate namaste. How are your bhaktas? They are happy people, not like me. I'm sad. I'm struck by sorrow. Ekantino yastana kanchanartham. I've been wondering, what was Tyagaraja Swami's bank balance? What was Tukaram's bank balance? What was Namdeva's bank balance? What was the bank balance of that man called Annamacharya singing thousands of hymns? They had nothing. They're happy. Ekantino yaschana kanchanartham vanchanti evai bhagavat prapanna atyadbhutam tatcharitam sumangalam gayanta ananda samudramagna gayanta ananda samudramagna. All of us feel like dancing. No? Gayanta ananda samudramagna. Master, he's not coming. Somebody told you go to this Vishnu temple for 7 Saturdays. You went. Nothing happened. Stupid fellow. I listened to you and I went for 7 days, 7 Saturdays. Nothing happened. Don't worry. The Lord has noted in his diary. Go for 17 Saturdays. You will get more than what you desire. Don't count your sadhana. Sadhana has to be endless because grace is endless. Grace is endless. So your sadhana also should be endless. When people say, do you count the number of Bhagavatams you have done? I said, no, that will boost my ego. I don't want to count because I want the Lord to keep account. Why should I tell you how many times I've done the Bhagavatam and then I'll say, this is my 500th Bhagavata, my 1000th Bhagavata. Why should I? Why should I? I don't want that. No. The Bhagavata is now saying, Master, you have not come. I've been calling out to you such a long time. And then he remembers, let me call the Lord by a very sensitive compliment, a very intricate compliment. O Master of speediest grace. The grace of the Lord is speediest, my dear. I always say, wait for grace. Please wait for grace. Don't accelerate grace. Don't delete grace. Walk along with grace. It has a speed of its own. It will come at the right time. The Lord will come when he has to come. It is not for us to decide the muhurta. He will come. So he says, I bow down to the speed of your grace. After that, this huge fellow is looking up at heaven, looking to the right, looking to the left. No sign. He's not come. I've been crying for so many years now. He doesn't hear me. I know I'm proud. I was proud all these days. But then now I'm bowing down. Can't he come? Can't he come? And when he looks, suddenly a small little bird is flying towards him. Oh, it's not a bird, it's Garuda. And on the bird, Narayana is there. There must Chaturbhuja Narayana is there. There is the Kirita, there's the Kundala, there is the Tilaka, and there are bracelets and anklets and girdles, and he's got Pitambaras. In one hand, he's got chakra, he's come, ready to protect me. Tam tadvadartam upalabhya jagannivas stotram nishamya divijay sahasam tuvadvihi chando mayena garudena samuhyamana. The Garuda form is the Vedic form personified. Chakrayudo abhyagamat ashu yato gajendraha. When he comes there, wait, I must give you something. Because unless I give something, you won't give me something. But I have nothing to give you, Swami. I have nothing. Here is a lotus. All modern listeners of mine, have you ever picked a lotus from the pond unless you are a villager? You know it's very difficult to pick up a lotus. You'll go all over the pond because you can't break it. Only an elephant can do it. That is why we bow down to Ganapati. Ganapati can uproot a tree and pick a needle from the stack. Do you know that? The smallest problem to the biggest problem he can solve for you because he is an elephant faced one. That is the Gajendra. He picks a lotus and says, take it. Sontasarasi urubalena grihita arto drishtva garutmati harim kaupatta chakram utshipya sambujakaram giramaha krichnat narayana 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 akhila guru Bhagavan, namaste, 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 namaste. I have not bowed down to you all these days because of my stubborn, headstrong nature. I bow down. And what did the Lord do? He took the Chakrayuda and killed the Makara, killed the alligator. There was a debate among Vaishnavas, and the Vaishnavas said that was not right on the part of the Lord, that he protected the crocodile and he did not give moksha to Gajendra. Another person answered, you stupid fellow, you don't understand. Before the bhakta gets moksha, one who holds the foot of the bhakta gets moksha. That is important. That is why as soon as you see a bhakta, you hold on to the feet of the bhakta. Britya, Britya, Paricharaka, Britya, Britya, Brityasya, Britya, Itimam, Smaralokanatha. Who was this elephant in his last birth? This is not Aesop's fables, where animals talk the language of human beings. No, my dear listeners, no. In his last birth, he was a Dravida king called Indradyumna. And he went on with his puja, neglecting a sage called Agastya, sitting there for hours together. When you are Mahatma, you have a Mahatma visiting you, please finish your puja fast. You can't insult him because I feel every Mahatma is a mobile temple of the Lord. You have the Lord at your doorstep and you're neglecting him. Agastya sat and sat and sat and sat for a long time, and finally he said, in your next birth, may you be born as a proud elephant. But the bank balance was carried forward. That is how he remembered all the sadhana that he had done. It is with that he could repeat all those lovely sentiments about the Lord. For your information, there are two episodes in the Bhagavata which are very important for sannyasins. One is Gajendra's episode, the other is the one tomorrow, which is the episode of the Rasa Leela. My dear listeners, why? Tomorrow's episode, I'll tell you tomorrow. Why Gajendra's episode? Because the Phalashruti, the fruit of listening to Gajendra episode, is given by Narayana himself. Sriman Narayana says, Gajendra, he who listened to your katha and my katha, he who listened to this episode, he who thinks of all the good things like my Sudarshana, my Panchajanya, my Garuda, and so on, Brahma, Narada, Matsya Kurma Avatara, of all the Dharma Patnis, of all the holy rivers called Ganga, Saraswati, Ananda, Alakananda, whoever thinks of all those Punya Shlokancha Manavan, those who think of all the good things, when they get up in the morning and think of them, at the end of the day or either in the morning or at the end of the day, Smaranti mama rupani muchyanta henaso akhilat. They are washed of all their sins. Yemam tuvantanenanga. Those who praise me with these words, pratibudhya nishatyaye. They are the ones. Tesham pranatyaye chaham. Dadami vimalam matim. What do you really want in life, my dear listeners? What do we really want in life? Understanding. My learned father always spoke about John Galsworthy, a famous writer, who said, God, give me understanding. If you have understanding, you have no problem at all. All of us are muddle-headed. Nice word, no? Muddle-headed. It tells you how muddled we are. The word conveys how muddled we are. I give them Vimalam Matim. I give them clear thinking. What else do you want? Clear thinking will make you understand what is permanent, what is impermanent. Clear thinking will make you understand who is God and who is not God. Clear thinking will make you understand how the Lord is close to you and closest to you. It takes a long time to arrive at that conclusion. The Lord says, I tell you, he who listens to my katha and your katha, at the end of their life, I'll give them clear thinking. One day, I went into a cancer hospital ward. A person was about to collapse. Their family friends, their family members said, Amma, go and bless the person. I went there and asked the elderly gentleman, Mama, how are you feeling? Very bad, terrible pain. I'm going to die. I said, Mama, please don't say you're going to die. Please chant Narayana. He gave me one look as if I was enemy number one. No. I said, please chant Narayana, Mama. No. I thought I was like a lawyer, I said, what will you not chant? Clever of me, no? He will say, I won't chant Narayana. When he says that, he would have chanted Narayana. So I would have my job done, mission accomplished. But mission was not accomplished because his karma was a greater enemy for me. That man says, I won't chant that which you're chanting. Hari Hari Nalike Bahala Katina Swami. Nam Japo, Nam Japo, Nam Japo Re. Keshava Madhava Govinda Hari. Nam Japo Re. Suraj khile Nam Japo. Suraj dhale Nam Japo. Nam Japo, Nam Japo, Nam Japo Re. Keshava Madhava Govinda Hari. Nam Japuri. The next episode, in brief, I will tell you. And that is the episode of Samudra Manthana. Samudra Manthana. You have in the 8th skanda, a short episode because we have a long way to go. In the 8th skanda, all of us know that the demons and the gods were churning the milky ocean because the Lord told them, you will have nectar emanating. When nectar emanates from the ocean, you will become immortal, you will have nobody defeating you. Gods wanted it and the demons wanted it. As the Manthana goes on, I hope you know, suddenly, whenever you start any sadhana, first impact of the sadhana is a little disturbing. This is for your information. Suppose you take to the Lord suddenly, things will go wrong, like Ayurvedic treatment. Many people who start with Ayurvedic treatment say, Amma, we are not coming tomorrow because, oh, it's so painful after the treatment. I said, naturally. You have taken so many cortisons and so many steroids. All that has to come out. And only after that, the Ayurvedic medicine will act. So first 2 days will be very, very painful, 2 or 3 days. And then you will have a heavenly bliss. But nobody wants that heavenly bliss. They want instantaneous cure, which is not there in sadhana. Suddenly out of the milky ocean comes poison, kalakuta. And when this poison comes, nobody is willing to drink it. Everybody wants amrita. When you give a child medicine, the first thing the child says, Mama, is it sweet or bitter? First question before taking the medicine. Is it sweet or is it bitter? Similarly, man wants to know, is it sweet? Is it bitter? Oh, that is bitter. Poison is bitter. Bam bam bhole. Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho. Hey Jata Jhootdhari, Hey Trinayanadhari, Hey Tripurantakari, Nam Aapka Purari, Bam Bam Bhole. Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho. He is drinking the poison. And as he is drinking the poison, Bhagavata says, Mother Uma, Parvati, holds her hand on his chest. So what happens? His lovely fair throat. Nobody has asked any preacher, what is the complexion of Shiva like? Krishna is blue, all of us know. But Shiva is fair. He's very fair. But because of all the Chita Bhasma, he looks grey. He's very fair. And he's got a fair throat. The dark blue poison is going down the throat. From that day, he came to be known as Nilakanta Mahadeva. That became an abhushana for him. It became an ornament for him. Adi Shankaracharya says, Shivji, don't think you had long life. My mother, Sarva Mangala Mangalye, Shive Sarvartha Sadhike, Sharanye Traimbike Gauri, Narayani Namostute. Her Saubhagya is endless. That is why you lived, my master, you lived. After that, there came a white horse and a white elephant, all that went to Indra, and then came my mother, Lakshmi. Namastestu Mahamahi, Shri Pithe Surapujite, Shanka Chakra Gadahaste, Mahalakshmi Namostute, Namaste Garuda Rude, Kola Surabhayankari, Sarva Papa Hare Devi, Mahalakshmi Namostute. When any friend, disciple of mine says, when are you coming to Bombay? I only answer, when Siddhi Vinayak and Lakshmi Mata want me. I don't plan my Bombay trips. It's only when Mother Lakshmi calls. To give you a simple example, I asked the taxi driver, a yellow taxi driver in Bombay, tell me something about Mahalakshmi. He said, you're from Madras, Amma? I said, yes. I just purposely I traveled by a taxi to know what the grassroots level understanding of Mahalakshmi. He said, Ammaji, anybody who comes to Mumbai with faith in Mahalakshmi will not go to bed hungry. I said, what a lovely way of putting it. She gives him his daily meal. That is Mother Lakshmi. Even today, when you go for the early morning arti, you will find all billionaires standing there. They have gone from rags to riches because of her. She is the mother of wealth. I think in one of my morning messages, I have spoken about the goddess of wealth. Wealth is necessary, my dear listeners. She comes. How is she? Tatas Chavirabhut Sakshat Sri Rama Bhagavat Para. She's got a hara. She's got a beautiful garland of flowers in her hand, and she has already chosen the Lord in her heart. She's looking for an eligible bridegroom. Those who are handsome don't have character. Those who have character don't have long life. Those who have long life can't control their temper. How can you find anybody impeccable, immaculate like my master? Only the Lord was Gunapurna and Dosharahita. So she takes the mala, mala karo svikar. प्रभु जी मेरी माला करो स्वीकार माला नहीं है वनमाला है ये राधा जी की भेजी वर माला है ये माला करो स्वीकार प्रभु जी मेरी माला करो स्वीकार. I tell all my brothers, when you got married, what did you tell the lady? आपको दिल में बिठाएंगे இதயத்தில் நீ இல்லமா அதான ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் சொல்றாங்க. But then you forget even your wedding anniversary. Stupid brothers of mine, how careless and careless you are. Because I'm your mother, I can call you stupid. Look at my master. From that day till this day, he dotes on the Devi, who is enshrined in his heart. Shri Vatsavaksha, Shri Vasa, Shri Pati, Shri Matamvaraha, Sridhar, Srinivasa, Srinidhi, Sri Vibhavanaha, Sridhara, Shrikara, Shreya, Shriman, Lokatrayashreya, 600th name in the Vishnu Sahasranama. He never abandons her, she never abandons him. May Lakshmi Narayana protect all of you married couples This is what a mother prays or sister prays. Call me what you will. After that, there is the emanation of Dhanvantari. We pray to him because he's he's the only one who can remove the pandemic and make the world free from disease. After that, the Lord comes as Mohini. He comes as Mohini. And even Lord Shiva is infatuated by the beauty of my master, who comes as Mohini. Sometimes in Krishna's temple, you have the Lord wearing the Mohini Alankaram. And he looks so cute. I remember the Mohini Alankaram both in Guruvayur. Just the video is off for a while. The audio is on. I said in Guruvayur and in Udupi, you have the Lord wearing a lovely sari and a false hair plait. Looks very cute. Anything suits him. You can't make Rama wear a plait and a sari, can you? Purushottama, he is. Whereas Lord Krishna, everything suits him. Everything suits him. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram. Nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram. Hridayam madhuram gamanam madhuram. Madhuradhipater akhilam madhuram. Madhuradhipater akhilam madhuram. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram. That is a change of posters for you for the next episode. Thank the team that is helping me. Excellent job. I'm reminded of an actor called Manohar. He used to act as a villain in South Indian movies, and he was a good drama actor also. All the Puranic characters he depicted, and within 3 minutes he would change the backdrop. I used to wait to see the change of backdrop. We pass on to the next episode, and the next episode is the episode of Vamanavatara. Bow down to the Lord, please. The 8th skanda has 2 proud people, I told you. One is Gajendra, the other is Mahabali. Gajendra is proud of his strength and power and popularity. Mahabali is proud of his capacity to give. Very strange how a virtue can be a vice. Isn't it strange? Giving is a virtue. It can become vicious when the attitude of the giver is wrong. Dana should be given not as condescension. Dana should not be given as competition. Dana should not be given as for publicity. Dana should not be given as something which is ours, possessiveness. Dana is only to accept man as a channel of God charity passing on to humanity. If we remember, we are just a channel. I told you. You open the tap, there is a pipe that brings the water to the tap. Can the pipe say, water is mine? Water belongs to the water tank. Please remember. The water tank says, water is mine, not yours. All of us are pipes. All that we can do is don't block the pipe. That's all. Don't block the pipe. Keep it open so that more and more water will flow. Every time I pass through a financial crisis, I tell the Lord, it's not for myself I'm asking Krishna. It's for the world, your world, not mine. The big world created by you. Don't let me down, my master. Don't let me down. And he has always helped. There is no doubt he has always helped. This great man called Mahabali became so powerful that the gods went underground, the demigods. And the mother of the demigods, her name is Aditi, Indra's mother, she does Payovrata, lives on milk for 11 days, propitiate Narayana, and she tells him, when he appears, Yagnesha, Yagnapurusha, Achyuta, Tirthapada, Tirthashrava, Shravana Mangala, Namadeya, please protect us. Please protect my children. The demigods have gone underground. They're scared, master. They're scared. Do something for them. Do something for them. The Lord says, don't worry, ma, don't. Indra is my elder brother. I will come as his younger brother. I'll come as Vamana. And Shronayam Shravana Dvadashyam Muhurte Abhijite Prabhu Dvadashyam Savita Tishtan Madhyang Nidinagato Indrapa Vijayanama Saprokta Yasyam Janma Vidurhare. That is called Vijaya. That Dwadashi is called Vijaya, on which he was Shravana Dwadashi, he came into the world. And the Muhurta was called Abhijit Muhurta. Anything performed in the Abhijit Muhurta is successful. General knowledge, the great man called Yudhishthira was born in the Abhijit Muhurta. Again, please look forward to my 18 days of Mahabharata. I'm prophetic. You know why? Because the Lord's glory in the Mahabharata is something which is matchless. When you do the Bhagavata, it's a mild Krishna. The Mahabharata, it's a wild Krishna, full of action. That is why I like him. Every time the Pandavas go through a crisis, he's there. Yuyam loke batabhuri bhaga lokam punana munayo viyanti esham grihan avasati ti sakshat gudham param brahma manushya lingam. That is how the Lord loves. Everywhere you find Yudhishthira is very fond of Krishna, and Krishna has great respect for Yudhishthira because he was born in the Abhijit Muhurta. The Lord comes in the Brahmin family, and I hope you know that in the Brahmin community there is a ritual called Janoi, sacred thread ceremony. That is why he is called Dvija, twice born. First he is born to his mother. Second time he is born to the Guru, to the father who gives him the Gayatri Mantra, and you have a new birth for him. Thereafter there is a spiritual birth. My master Dikshtar had his own commonsensical jokes. I hope you know, in the Janoi, in the Punul, the priest, the little boy, and the father, all three of them under a silken cloth are covered. And the father is asked to give the mantra to the boy. Dikshtar always had his jokes. The priest is asking the father, give the mantra. Which mantra, sir? Gayatri mantra. I forgot, sir. How the hell can you charge your child if you have not charged yourself? Our scriptures say, on the day of the Punul, on the day of the sacred thread ceremony, the father should have already done 1008 times of Gayatri Japa. Only then he is qualified to give the mantra. If your battery is not charged, how can you charge the battery of the child? It is necessary. It is necessary for us to realize the importance of the father in the Punul, in the ceremony of the Punul. Nowadays, everything is conveniently postponed. Tomorrow is the wedding. And today is the Punul. God bless them. The same invitation. You economize, no? The same invitation. Today is the Punul of the boy, and next day is the wedding. So one day of Brahmacharya. We have forgotten the crux of Hinduism. Sad, my dear listeners, sad. We preachers are sometimes invited by Orthodox families to talk to the children on their Punul day, particularly because I speak in English and the children understand what is to be done. So I make a thorough study of what Upanayanam is. I did it for several families and I feel happy because after several days I get a feedback. Your voice is still ringing in our ears, Amma. I said, thank you, sir. Thank you for the compliment. 10 years, 15 years back, I had spoken, and the children remember what I had spoken. The Lord performs, gets his thread ceremony performed. Why? The Lord doesn't need any samskara. Janma karma cha me divyam, the Lord said in the Gita. My janma is divya, my karma is divya. And yet, why does he go through these rituals? So that you and I may follow these rituals and make our children also get these samskaras. These are called the samskaras of Hinduism, by which the child becomes a better person. And during the Punul, during the sacred ceremony, you have different people giving lot of gifts. And what are the gifts? Tam vatum vamanam drishtva modamana maharshayah कर्माणि कारयामासु पुरस्कृत्य प्रजापतिं तस्योपनीयमानस्य सावित्रीं सविता ब्रवीत् बृहस्पतिर्ब्रह्मसूत्रं मेखलां कश्यपो अददात् ददौ कृष्णाजिनं भूमिः दंडम सोमो वनस्पति कौपीनाच्छादनम माता द्यौक्षत्रम जगदपते कमंडलुम वेदगर्भः कुशान सप्तर्षयो ददुः अक्षमालां महाराज सरस्वती अव्ययात्मनः तस्मा इत्युपनीताय यक्षराट पात्रिकाम अदात् भिक्षां भगवती साक्षात् उमाम अदात् अंबिका सती. Everybody is gathered. Why? First time they are saying the Lord Narayana is a small Vatu. He has come as a small Brahmin boy. They have not seen him as a small Brahmin boy. And he is standing there. Everybody comes. Karmani Karayamasu. Everybody comes. Who comes to give him the Gayatri mantra? The sun god himself. Vargo Devasya Dhimahi. The Lord himself, the sun god himself gives him the Gayatri mantra. Brihaspati Acharya gives him the sacred thread. His father Kashyapa gives him a small girdle made of grass. The Mekhala is given. It stands for celibacy. Mother Earth gives him a deer skin. The moon god gives him a staff. Mother Aditi gives him a loincloth. The firmament gives him a small umbrella. Brahmaji says, take my kamandalu. Dikshithar Maharaj has his own joke. Because when you take dana or give dana, you need water. Suppose Mahabali says there is no water, you can say there is water here. And he would give a secular example. You are going for a donation. Conveniently, rich people can be very miserly. When you tell the rich man, please give me donation, sir. He says, I have the checkbook, but I don't have the pen. You say, I have brought the pen, sir. Please sign. You understand? The kamandalu is like the pen, which gives the dana. And then when this was given, Saraswati said, I also want to give something to Narayana. And she gave her Japamala. She gave the lovely Japamala that she has. As the Lord is going, the Sapta Rishis give him kusha grass. What can the Rishis give? For them, it's the kusha grass which he needs for the daily sacrifice. Then, as he is going, there comes Kubera, finance minister. Narayana, first time you're begging in the world. Do you have a begging bowl? Oh no, Kubera, I don't have a begging bowl because I fill everybody's bowl. Take this. If Nirmala Sitaraman gives you a wallet, please take it. Because she is Shukradasa. Otherwise, she can't sign checks. You understand? She can't be finance minister. Whenever any finance minister gives you a wallet, please take it. So he takes this. And Kubera says, rehearse. What? Ask somebody. Have you ever asked somebody? No. The whole world asks from me, Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani cha Bharatarshava, Tesham Jnani Nityayuktaha, Ekabhaktir Vishishyate. 4 types of beggars come to me. But first time you are a beggar, Narayana. Go ask whom? Your sister. Annapurna Sat Bhai, जो झोली भरती आई. अन्नपूर्णा सात भाई, जो झोली भरती आई. अरे तेरी क्या कमाई, सब शिव की देन भाई. बम बम भोले. It is Annapurne, Sadapurne, Shankara Pranavallabhe. She is the one who gives us bhiksha. He goes and asks, Annapurna, please give me bhiksha. For your information, on the day of the Punul, on the day of the sacred thread ceremony, however rich the child is, he has to go from person to person and beg. Why? Because begging brings down your ego. Bhavan bhiksham dehi, bhavati bhiksham dehi, bhavan bhiksham dehi, bhavati bhiksham dehi. He has to go. That is the only way to bring down the ego of the child. You understand? That is our Hindu ritual, to make the child beg. And now the Lord with all this is going. He is going towards Mahabali's Yajnashala. The Vaishnava Acharyas have their own interpretation. The Lord has covered himself like this. Mother Lakshmi is now suffering from an unwholesome curiosity to peep out. She's here. So she peeps out. He says, Devi, please don't peep out. If you peep out, they will start asking you for donation and they won't give me anything. And that's why the Vaishnava Acharya says he covered himself. That is how you enjoy the Bhagavatam with bhava, my dear listeners, with bhava. And as he's going, like the great servant of the Lord called Hanumanji, pressing down the mountain before leaping across the ocean, the Lord is now pressing the earth because there is a colossal ego of Mahabali which has to be vanquished. Bharena gam sannamayan pade pade pade. Small child of 5 is pressing the world, and he is generating energy. He goes and stands near the gate of the Yajnashala. The gatekeepers look at him. Oh God, what a lovely child. Brahmin child, so luminous, so radiant, so unique. They go to Mahabali and say, Mahabali Raja, yes, a unique child has come. Shh. I've seen many of them. A unique Brahmin child. Shh. I've seen thousands of them, and I have filled their coffers with money and gold. Don't try to tempt me. You would not have seen the like of him, Maharaja. Come and see him. There comes Mahabali. Ishwaroham aham bhogi. I can imagine this proud king walking towards the Lord, and the Lord with beguiling humility is standing with all the excess baggage. Oh, Mahabali is coming, so I should not look very proud. I should hide my divinity. And the Lord is looking very, very sweet and very, very childlike. There comes Mahabali. Who are you? So radiant, so full of charisma. Today, I think my ancestors are blessed. I don't know why I feel this. Adyame swagatam te namastubhyam brahman kim karavamate brahmarshinaam tapassakshat manye tva arya vapurdharam sarvadeva namaskara keshavam pradigacchati. You look like the personification of cosmic penance. Who are you? Today my ancestors are pleased. I'm jealous of this family, my dear listeners. I'm jealous of this family. For your information, Mahabali is the grandson of Prahlada. Prahlada saw Narasimha and Mahabali sees Vamana. What a blessed family. One for the grandfather, one for the grandson. How blessed this family must be. Adyana pitara tripta, adyana pavitam kulam. Today, my whole dynasty is purified, consecrated. Adya svishtakradurayam, yad bhavan agato grihan. By your coming to our house, we are purified. But then I told you, pride is like cancer. It goes, it comes, it goes, it comes. What do you want? Whatever you want, little child, I will give you. Yat yat vato vanchati tat pratichame. Tvam arthinam viprasutanu tarkai. Gam kanchanam gunavadhamam rishtam tathannapeyam utava विप्रकन्याम ग्रामान समृद्धान तुरगान गजान व रथान ततारखत्तम संप्रतीक्ष. You want whatever you want, I will give you. Look at the colossal arrogance of man facing God. You want cows, you want gold, you want women, you want food, you want chariots, you want horses, you want villages, whatever you want, Mahabali will give you. I said in a song, Mahabali, you are here as a guest for 4 days. The Lord has come to beg. What can you give him? 4 दिन का तू है मेहमान, काहे को करे तो अभिमान, भिक्षा मांगने आया भगवान, महाबली तू क्या देगा दान. What can we give the Lord? What can we give the Lord? The Lord looks at him. If you want to learn marketing, please learn from the Lord. Oh, no, sir, I didn't come to ask you anything. I came on a visitor's visa. Everybody told me about, there's a great king. There's a great king called Mahabali, and he's giving away to glory. So I thought, let me see you. Shh. Nobody comes to Mahabali and goes empty-handed. Ask and it shall be given, man. It shall be given. Child, ask. Well, sir, the whole world is watching. So I have to ask you. I just want 3 paces of ground measured by my foot. The chairman of our organization is Mohan Parashuranji, the famous son of the famous father, Parashuranji, who won our Ayodhya case for us. No? Even Mohan Parashuranji can't sue the Lord. Why? Impeccable statement. My foot. My foot can be big foot or small foot. You understand? Measured by my foot. That's all. That is how the lawyers play with the phrase. Huh? I told you, the gift of the gab and the twist of the phrase makes them win the case. You can't play with the Lord's phrase. Impeccable language. My foot, my 3 paces. Who says Mahabali? Aho Brahmana Dayada Vachaste Vriddha Sammata Tvam Balo Balishimatihi Swartham Prati Abudho Yata Buddhu Yuha. Ignoramus that you are. You don't even know how to ask. Go to a financial analyst and find out what is good for you. Okay? Consult your chartered accountant. He will tell you what is good for you. No, sir. The Lord has a reply. Every Brahmin should be a contented Brahmin. The problem with Brahmins are they are not content. You give them 10,000 rupees as dakshina, they'll say you should have made it 15. You give 15, they'll ask for 20. I appeal to Brahmins. Don't ask. You were meant to bless and not to beg. You are masters of Vedas. You are masters of scriptures. Please don't think that we preachers or we Brahmins are here to beg. दुनिया ये समझे हम लेने को आए भैया उसको समझा दो हम देने को आए. We are not beggars. My dear listeners, we come to give. And that is what I tell all Brahmins. They say, Amma, unless we beg, the Grahastha does not give. I said, who said the Grahastha gives? Narayana gives through them. Please remember. He will give. For you, it is only to bless and not to beg. I've always cited a very nice true life incident. In Madras, there was an Agraharam where a couple were living in very ordinary lower middle class circumstances. The lady had a brother down south. She asked her husband, he is a Vedic scholar. Unfortunately, he doesn't have even food to eat. Shall we call him here? The husband said, okay, please call him, please call him. At least he'll have 2 meals a day. And the boy, very nice young person, full of Vedic knowledge. You know, whenever there you have a community life, there is a pump, a water pump. And people pump water and carry it to their houses. One common pump was there. He thought he should do some social work. So he would stand there and do the Purusha Sukta, the Sri Sukta, and all the Vedic mantras. So whichever mami came there for a pot of water would bless him. End of the day, do you know what happened? He got a priest job in USA. The first pay packet he sent to his brother-in-law to Madras and said, give it to all the neighborhood, all those who blessed me when I was pumping water for them. You don't know where the Vedas can take you, where the learning can take you. Can you imagine an English teacher doing Bhagavad for 30 years now and running an NGO? That's the only way the ashram earns. How does it happen? I'm just an ordinary student of the Bhagavatam, but a very passionate student of the Bhagavatam. That much I can tell you. That is how our learning pays when it comes to real life and practical life. Here is the Lord saying, a Brahmin must be satisfied, sir, and I am a satisfied Brahmin. 3 paces will do. Just as about to give the 3 paces, there comes his guru, Purohit. Who is a Purohit? Who thinks of your future hita, your future welfare. Each family has a Purohit. Vasishta is the Purohit of Ramachandra, and that is Dasharatha, and Shatananda is the Purohit of Janaka. Similarly, Gargacharya is going to come tomorrow as the Purohit of Sri Krishna. So this Purohit is Shukracharya. No, Mahabali. He is not an ordinary Brahmin boy. He is born to Aditi and Kashyapa, and he is an ally of the gods. Esha Vairochane Sakshat Bhagavan Vishnur Avyayaha Kashyapat Aditer Jato Devanam Karya Sadakaha. He has come just to fool you because he is an ally of the gods. The Bhagavata says it and the Narayaniam puts it better. There you have Mahabali's wife Vindhyavali coming fast and saying, wait, Swami, wait. Hinduism is such a lovely, logical religion. When the husband gives a dana, the wife pours water. As today in modern checkbooks, you have the husband's name and the wife's name also. Otherwise, she can sue you in court for the donation. No? Both of you agree to give. That is why she's called Dharma Patni. She is the one who follows you in all your dharmic activities, Dharma Patni. Hinduism is the only religion where the wife is called Dharma Patni. Please clap. What a lovely way. In all other religions, she may be called by any other name, but only in Hinduism, aapki Dharma Patni kaun hai? They ask. That is why when you sit for puja, the pujari says, Mami enge. Without Mami, you can't do puja. Mami has to be there, even if she wears salwar kameez or jeans, but she has to be there. You understand? Without Mami, you can't perform puja. She is your dharma, saha dharma charitava, as Janaka says. My master Dikshita, in his infallible voice, would say, I can't forget the Valmiki Ramayana, where Janaka is offering his daughter to the Lord. Sahadharmacharitava pratichachainam bhadrante panim grinhishva paninam. Rama, I am giving my daughter to you. She will walk with you in the forest. She will be with you for 14 years, eating fruits and roots. This is Iyam Sita Mama Sutta Sahadharmacharitava Praticha chainam bhadrante panim grinishva panina. All our rituals are meaningful, my dear listeners. Here is Vindhyavali coming and saying, I also want to give to the Lord. 1 in a million can give to the Lord. When Shukracharya says, don't give, Mahabali says, I've already said yes, sir. You are not my Shishya. I am not your Guru. It doesn't matter. Kavya Shapto Pidaityaha, says the Narayaniyam. Even if the Guru disowns him, he says, doesn't matter. I will give. And when the water of Dana falls into the hands of the Lord, my Lord grows, 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 grows. How? Tatvamanam rupam avardhatatbhutam hareranantasya gunatrayatmakam bhukham disho dev vivara payodaya tiryang hrudeva rishayo yada satam. That little form began to grow and grow and grow. Mahabali is looking. An ordinary 3D movie makes you gape. Imagine a multi-dimensional manifestation of the divine cosmic vision of the Lord. There are so many Vishwarupas we have known in our scriptures. 11th chapter of the Gita, you have Arjuna asking, Drashtum ichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. The Lord says, Divyam jadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogam aishwaram. And then 100,000 hands and 100,000 feet and 100,000 garlands. And he sees the Lord everywhere. So it's Namah Puratta Tata Prishtasaste. I don't know where to bow down. When you take a small child to a temple, he will bow down everywhere because he sees the Lord everywhere. You understand? Have you seen children bowing down in temple with their foot to the main idol? Because they can see Narayana on this side also. That is it. It's a multi-dimensional manifestation of the divine. The Bhagavata has a beautiful Vishwarupa here. In that little mouth, from tomorrow you're going to see that small little mouth. गोकुल का छोटू है तू, मथुरा का बाबू है तू, द्वारका का प्रभु तू ही तू, तुझे किस नाम से मैं पुकारूं. यशोदा को मुख में जग को दिखाया, यशोदा को मुख में जग को दिखाया, देख ली प्रभु तेरी अनंत माया. गोकुल का छोटू है तू, मथुरा का बाबू है तू, द्वारका का प्रभु तू ही तू, तुझे किस नाम से मैं पुकारूं. Everywhere he shows his Vishwarupa. And now what does Mahabali see? Indra Pradhanan Amaran Bhujeshu Tatkarnayo Kakubodhyaucha Murdni Kesheshu Meghan Shwasanam Nasikayam Akshnocha Suryam Vadanecha Vanhim Vanyam Chachandam Sirase Jalesham Bruvor Nishedam Cha Vidhim Cha Pakshmasu Ahascha Ratrim Cha Parasya Pumso Manyum Lalate Adharaye Valobham स्पर्शे च कामं रूपरेत सोम्भः पृष्ठे त्वधर्मं क्रमणेषु यज्ञं छायासु मृत्युं हसिते च मायां तनूरुहेषु औषधिजातयश्च नदीश्च नाडीषु शिलानखेषु बुद्धावजं देवगणान् ऋषींच प्राणेषु गात्रे स्थिरजङ्गमानि सर्वाणि भूतानि ददर्श वीरः सर्वाणि भूतानि ददर्श वीरः. He's a Veera. Somebody who can see the great Vishwarupa must be a very strong person. No wonder T.S. Eliot said, humankind cannot bear very much reality. It's difficult to bear. This is the supreme reality. What did he see? Indra Pradhan Devatas were seen in the bhuja of the Lord. In the ears, he saw the directions. On the firmament, he saw the head. On the head, he saw the firmament. In the tresses, he saw the clouds. And in the breath, he heard the Vedas. In the eyes, he saw Surya. In the mouth, he saw Vanhi, that is Agni. And in the forehead of the Lord, he saw anger. In the lower lip of the Lord, he saw greed. In the smile of the Lord, he saw Maya. In the shadow of the Lord, he saw death. And in the back of the Lord, he saw adharma. In every hair that stood on end, he saw the herbs, in the nerves of the Lord, he saw the rivers, in the nails of the Lord, he saw the plateaus. With one foot, my master spanned the world. With the other foot, he spanned the sky and stood in enormous proportion, colossal proportion, asking Mahabali, where is the place for my third step? Mahabali said, you had to take this enormous form to crush my enormous ego. Master, you have spanned the entire world, but you have not touched one sinful spot. And that sinful spot is my heady head, Master, my heady head, which did not bow down to you all these years. Stamp out my ego. Can you bear it? Yes, Master, I can bear it. There comes Prahlada in the sky. When your grandson is going through problems, you can't bear it. Even the son's problems you can bear, but not your grandson's problems. That is where you have Prahlada saying, enough, Swami, enough. What does Mahabali say? I am not afraid. Bibeminaham nirayat padachyuto napashabandhat vyasanat duratyayat naivartha krichrat bhavato vinigrahat asadhuvadat brisham udvijeyatha. Look at the difference between that generation and our generation. Today's generation, if somebody is being taken to the jail, the person goes smilingly into the police van as if he's going with Mahatma Gandhi for the Swatantra movement. No? My dear listeners, shameless generation that we are. Our grandfathers were very, very sensitive. Even if a wrong police inquiry came, they would commit suicide. They thought the police inquiry means something is wrong with our family. Something is wrong with our family. He said, I am afraid of ignominy. I'm afraid of scandal. Let me not go down the annals of history as somebody who gave his word and broke his word. Today's generation, we are hyper educated in fraud. We can forge checks. We can forge documents. We can forge degrees. What can we not forge? We can create false notes. How much of fraud has man developed? The Sanskrit language is an eye-opener. Please write the word educated in Sanskrit. Sakshara. Sakshara. The one who is literate is called a Sakshara. You turn it backwards, Rakshasa. One who has perverted knowledge becomes a Rakshasa. That is how the educated man, in order to destroy the world, people go to Harvard. Have you to learn for 6 years how to destroy a beautiful building and kill thousands of people? 9/11 incident. Have you to learn so much to destroy somebody? My dear listeners, what has happened to education? Why is education creating horrors? We want education to create angels, not devils. Here is Mahabali saying, I don't want to suffer from scandals, Master. Crush my pride. And there comes the Lord's reply. What does the Lord say? Prahlada, when somebody is proud of his wealth, with the share market, come down. That's all. That's all. From riches to rags. That is how I do that. Does it mean all rich people are bad? No, sir. No. Don't hastily misconclude. There are good people among the rich also. There are good people, Janma, Karma, Vayo, Rupa, Aishwarya, Dhanadibihi, Vidya, Aishwarya, Dhanadibihi, Yadyasya na bhavet stambha, tatrayam mad anugraha. It is my kripa, it is my grace that they are able to remain sober in spite of high birth, great learning, and great prosperity. As the Lord is assuring Mahabali, we come to know, he says, Mahabali, Don't worry. I will be your bodyguard. What more do you want? I will be your bodyguard. Go down to Patala. I will be with you. Nityam drashtasi mam tatra gada panim avastitam mad darshana mahaklada dvasta karma nibandhanaha. All your karma bandhas will be broken. I will be there in Patala with you as your bodyguard. All of you who are aware of the Kerala Onam festival. Onam is the Malayalam word for Shravana. Shravana becomes Tirunam. And on that day, once a year, Narayana comes into the world. Along with Narayana comes Mahabali. That's why the Kerala women wearing white zari saris, long lovely hair, lot of jasmine flowers. They have a rangoli of flowers and they go around the rangoli of flowers and sing the glory of Mahabali and Mahavishnu also. That is how Onam festival is celebrated by the Malayalis. Yaidam devadevasya harer adbhutakarmanaha avatara anucharitam shrinvan yati parangatim. He who listens to the history of Vamana and Mahabali will attain liberation. The next avatara that is mentioned in the Bhagavatam here is the Matsya avatara. There was Satyavrata, a great sage, who was doing Sandhya Vandana. Suddenly, in his hand, he found a small fish. He took the fish and put it into the Kamandalu. I saw it in the movie Vishnu Purana. Very interesting. At night, he is sleeping. Take me out of the Kamandalu. Take me out of the Kamandalu. From where is this voice? He goes to find that the fish has outgrown the Kamandalu. Put me in a bigger vessel. He puts him in a bigger vessel. Next night it says, take me out, take me out. I have outgrown the vessel. So from this vessel, he is taken to the well. Take me out from the vessel. He is taken to a lake. Take me out, I have outgrown the lake. A huge Matsya Avatara. Please bow down to this avatar of the Lord. And that is the one who is sent, who is now placed in the ocean. And it is that great fish which drags the boat in which the Saptarishis are saved when there is a deluge. Very much reminds me of Ernest Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea. The same concept of the boat and the fish, dragging. Bow down to the 9th skanda. Hastily, I have to go through it because Krishna is waiting. In the 9th skanda, there's a very important person we have to meet. His name is Ambarisha. Ambarisha is a bhakta, great bhakta, king bhakta, very, very humble. What is the lesson he teaches us? Humility. The Lord wants personal touch in puja. Dikshitar Maharaj always quoted. A man came to him and said, Sir, Swami, I have a huge house, very good. And I have a huge puja room, very good. And in this puja room, I have very nice vigrahams, murtis. And my servants do the puja, the servants offer the Naivedyam, the servants do the arti, the servants do everything. Dikshitar said, don't worry, before you, they'll go to Vaikuntha. He didn't understand. He said, give him. For your mother's birthday, can you send a diamond necklace with your personal secretary? She'll say, Beta, you come and bow down to me. I don't want your diamond necklace. You want your son. Similarly, Krishna is waiting for us. With your own hands, please sweep the puja room. Light one lamp, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, some personal touch, my dear listeners. There was a millionaire in Coimbatore when I was doing the Bhagavatam. I just said, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I said, you with your big gardens, winning horticultural prizes, have you ever offered a single rose to Guru Ayyappa? I said, I don't know why I said it. The next day, a senior multimillionaire of Coimbatore, octogenarian, past 80, He brings so many roses and says, Premama, I never knew. I never knew that roses have to be offered to Krishna. I thought they won me horticultural prizes. That is all. Nobody taught these rich men. I was so touched. So many roses he brought. And all over the dais with Krishna's Vigraham there, we decorated. Why do I say this? Because Ambarisha he owned 7 continents, seven subcontinents. And still, with his own hands, he would sweep the floor of the puja room, give it a personal touch. He performed the Ekadashi Vrata. I hope you know, 11th day is called Ekadashi. Once in the bright fortnight, once in the dark fortnight. That day, Ekadashi day, the moon comes very close to the earth. Because of this moon's position, all the water content goes up. That day it's high tide. Similarly, in our body, there is so much of water content that goes up. When that goes up, there is an imbalance. So that day, digestive power comes down. Our rishis were very scientific. They said less bhojan. So less bhojan means more bhajan. You understand? Otherwise, every morning, particularly in the pandemic, what are you cooking for breakfast? What are you cooking for lunch? What are you cooking for snacks? And what are you cooking for dinner? My head goes right. No. How many things you have to decide? At least on Ekadashi, when my cook says, Namaste, I tell him, he's very happy because no menu. You understand? This is the Ekadashi Vrata that he performed, Ambarisha. And on the Dwadashi that follows after 1 year, you call Brahmins, you call sages and give them food. That's called Parana. But then, you know how the Lord wants to highlight a devotee's devotion. He sends a great character called Durvasa. I'm sure all of us in our relative group have one Durvasa and one Vishwamitra. You must have. Otherwise, your family is not complete. Our Vandale Bhugampam. When such a man comes, you say, oh, that man is coming. When he arrives in the airport, there's an earthquake because you know that person is coming. That is how they are. Notorious people. But life would be uninteresting without them. Imagine if everybody was nice, everybody was pleasant, everybody was kind. I think we would die of boredom. We need sensations. We need a shake-up. No? You need that. There, Durvasa comes. And when does he come? Bhattadri says, this short, fat fellow, he comes with 10,000 people. Please don't mistake me. When you send an invitation, you say with family and friends. It doesn't mean you take 20 people for a party. Because you said family and friends. No? I brought everybody, you see. He would travel with 10,000 shishyas. Imagine a Swamiji arriving with 10,000 shishyas. And Bhattadri says, this fellow, he could have had a bath in the palace. He goes to the river for a bath with all the 10,000 fellows. And that's the time the muhurtam of the Dwadashi is getting over. Our great man Ambarisha is asking Pandits, if the muhurtam is gone, that means my vrata will be broken. What do I do? For everything, there's an exception. So they say, please have tirtham, please have charnamrit, because it is like eating and not eating. So he takes their advice and has charnamrit. There comes Durvasa and says, you broke your promise to wait for me. Let me burn you to ashes. He takes an ogress from his jata, all his tapasya in the form of an ogress. That Pishachi is now attacking the great Ambarisha. But Ambarisha does not move a bit. The men of God are not afraid. That's called the courage of conviction. But the Lord had anticipated it. If you plan, the Lord master plans. He had already given a Sudarshana Chakra to Ambarisha. By a remote control, it started working. It is the best scene I liked as a child because the short, fat Durvasa is running and the burning Sudarshana is following him. He goes to Shiva, he goes to Brahma, and finally he goes to Lord Vishnu also. Vishnu says, I'm sorry, sir. The remote is not with me. You have to go back to my devotee. My devotees who looks beguilingly innocent, they are my bosses. Look at the way the Lord talks about his bhaktas. Aham bhakta paradhino hi aswatantra ivadvija sadhu virgrasta hridayo bhaktair bhakta janapriyaha. They are so dear to me. Why? Because they give up everything for my sake. Ye daragara putraptan pranan vittamimam param hitva mam sharanam yata katham tan tyaktu utsahe. You must have come across love songs. Love songs in every language. You are my heart and I am your heart. I think this is what is the pattern in every language, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. The Lord also sings a love song. I am the heart of my bhaktas, and my bhaktas are my heart. They don't know anybody but me, and I don't know anything but they. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam, sadhunam hridayam tvaham, madanyattena jananti, naham tebhyo manakapi. Please, Durvasji, go back to Ambarisha. He knows how to control the Sudarshana. He goes, he goes and falls at the feet of Ambarisha. And Ambarisha says, Swami, please don't belittle your wisdom and your tapasya. I am embarrassed by this gesture. Wake up, sir, wake up. But the Sudarshana is burning me, Ambarisha. And you know what Ambarisha says? Oh, Sudarshana, in my life, if I've done any punya and Narayana is pleased with it, please cool down. If the Lord is happy with any of my sadhanas, please cool down. Let the Brahmin not be burned. Vijo bhavatu vijvaraha, vijo bhavatu vijvaraha. All of you who know, when a furnace is burning, to bring it to a coolness will take at least 3 days. Sudarshana is burning, burning, burning. But with one prayer from Ambarisha, it cools down. And what does Durvasa say? I didn't see the glory of Lord today. I saw the glory of Bhaktas today. That they can forgive. You can do the worst thing to them, but they can forgive. That is the power I saw. From that day till this day, he who listened to this beautiful episode of Ambarisha becomes a dear devotee of the Lord. In the Navamaskanda, 2 minutes more, is the history of the Lord Rama. I have done the Ramayana for you. शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी जो उसे सुने और सुनाए रघुवर को वो खूब ही भाए आंख में भर आए पानी शरणागत वत्सल राम की ये पुण्य अमर है कहानी. Bow down to the Lord now. We come to the 10th skanda. My dear listeners, just as in a concert, you wait for that song which you like and which the musician also likes. Similarly, all of us are waiting for the Dashamaskanda. Parikshit is very attached to the Lord. My dear listeners, one who thinks of Krishna cannot think of anything else. The 10th skanda contains 90 long chapters. Parikshit is a Krishna Bhakta. Shukadeva is a greater Krishna Bhakta. Parikshit wants to know only Krishna Katha. Please tell me, sir. Please tell me. One is a Muni Sattama, one is a Rajarshi Sattama. Tell me about Krishna, Parikshit. Why are you so fond of Krishna? I didn't see my mother's face. I saw the Lord before I was born. Drauniyastra viplushta vidam madangam santana bijam kuru pandavanam jugopa kukshingata atta chakro mahatushcha me yasharanangatayaha. When my mother Uttara was big with child and Ashwathama's missile was searing into her womb, she ran to the Lord and said, Pahi Pahi Mahayogin, Deva Deva Jagatpate, Nanyam Twadavayam Pashye, Yatra Mrityu Parasparam, Abhidravati Mamisha, Sarastapta Yaso Vibho, Kamam Dahatu Maham Natha, Mame Garbho Nipatyata. You took away my husband. I did not say anything, Krishna. Don't take away my child, Master. Save this scion of this family. He is the only one who we call as the Vamsha. The Vamsha can grow only with him. Please save him. And the Lord who gave the beautiful Vishwarupa to Arjuna became a tiny little Krishna. He became a small Krishna with a tiny diadem, tiny tilaka, tiny chakra, tiny gada, and tiny pitambras, tiny bracelets, tiny anklets, tiny Vanamala, and he was going round and round my mother's womb. Draunastra viplushtam idam madangam santana bijam kuru pandavanam jugopa kukshingata atta chakro matuscha me yasharanangataya. Who will not ask for Krishna Katha, sir? Who will not ask for Krishna Katha? Nivrittatarishai rupagiyamanat bhavaushadaat shrotra manobhiramat ka uttama shloka gunanuvadat Puman virajyeta vina pashugnat. Only that person who wants to kill his soul, pashugna. One meaning is butcher, the other is one who wants to kill his soul. He says, I don't want Krishna Katha. Who will not ask? Even those saints who have given up everything, Nivritta Tarishai Rupagiyamanat, they can give up everything, but they can't give up Krishna Katha. Tell me about that Krishna, sir. Tell me about that Krishna. Parikshit, I'm asking you. 2.5 hours you're sitting there without a sip of water. Are you not tired? Are you not hungry? Are you not feeling dizzy? No, Swami. Naishati dussahakshunmam tyaktodamapi badhate pibantam tvam mukhambojachutam harikathamritam. Harikathamritam. On the first I told you, I want only 2 amritas. One is the Kathamrita and the other is the Annamrita, the dana that I want to do. My dear listeners, the Bhagavata is saying the curse that came on Parikshit was because of hunger and thirst. In this chapter, the 10th canto, he has conquered hunger and thirst. He has conquered hunger and thirst. Shukadeva is very happy. You want Krishna Katha? For a while, he meditates. This is something which I have always told my audience. The person who is to speak on the Lord must first meditate. That is why we have a long prayer. We are also human beings like you. We also have our secular preoccupations. And we come here, we have to dissolve in divinity. We have to dissolve in divinity. Otherwise, we cannot speak about the Lord. A political speech can be done from the head and not the heart. But when you talk about the Lord, you have to feel him in your blood and bones. He goes into deep meditation and begins to speak. What does he say? Samyak vyavasita buddhi tava rajarshi sattama vasudeva kathayam te yajjata naishtiki ratihi. What a nishtha you have to know about Sri Krishna. Rajarshi sattama. This is the concept which later on in the world of the Greeks, you had Plato calling it the philosopher king concept. A king has to be philosopher and a king. In history of India, we need a Raja and a Rishi. He should be a combination of both. I am not praising anybody, but I'm praising the guna in our beloved Prime Minister. Give me a Prime Minister who will go and sit in the cave of the Himalayas, praying for us, praying for us. He has no family to pray for. India, Bharatvarsha is his family. Give me a Prime Minister who will bow down to the Parliament before entering it. Give me a Prime Minister who lives on Nimbu Pani for both the Navaratris of the year and yet performs all the duties of a Prime Minister, traveling, speaking, writing. That is why I call him first time. Second time I met him in my life, I said, Bhai Sahab, you're a Rajarshi. He felt humbled and he just bowed down. Just to tell you, we want such a great man to rule our country because he's not a politician. He's a statesman who has developed that spiritual part of his aspect of his in order to make the country rise to spiritual heights. All of us know that the great story of Krishna begins, how the history of Krishna begins with Devaki and Vasudeva getting married, and the procession is being taken by the the chariot is driven by Kamsa himself, who is the first cousin of Devaki. Mother Earth wanted the Lord to come and save her. It is at that time that the Lord promised to come into the world and paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkratam, as is going to be said in the Gita. The promise was made. As Kamsa is driving the chariot, suddenly hears a voice from above, Asyastvam ashtamo garbho hantayam vahase abhuda. You fool, the one whom you consider as your sister, her eighth born is going to be your killer. At once he holds her by the braid and is about to kill her. Vasudeva is a great philosopher. Vasudeva says, brother-in-law, brother-in-law, please listen to me. We don't know when death will come. Death is born with man. There is no doubt. So you don't know when your death will come. One should not hate anybody in the world because that becomes a burden to the heart. Third, she's a younger sister. She's like your daughter, Putri Kopama. Please don't. You are a good man. Please don't kill her. I will give all the babies that are born. They are imprisoned and babies are given one after the other. I'm sure you know about the episode. First baby is given, and even Kamsa says, after all, the eighth baby is going to kill me. Why should I kill the other children? As he says this, Naradji wants the sins of Kamsa to multiply. Unless his sins multiply, Krishna cannot kill him. So he let him kill the children. He says, we don't know the arithmetic of the law. Gods, it can be 1 to 8 or 8 to 1. We don't know what Ashtama means. So you better not take chances, kill the baby. That is how the children are killed. For your information, the Bhagavata says, one after the other, the children are killed. The seventh one is the one that is going to be transferred from this womb to the womb of Rohini, who is another wife of Vasudeva. We have a surrogate mother now, thousands of years back. You can imagine somebody is carrying somebody's child. And that is how Balramji is going to come into the world. Rohini is the other queen of Vasudeva. The eighth one is Mother Maya. She is Yoga Maya, who is going to come into the world. And she says, Narayana, why should I go into the world? Oh no, Devi, you are my Maya. You are going to be as popular as I am. You are going to be worshipped. Archishyanti manushyatvam sarvakama vareshwarim dhupopahara balibihi sarvakama varapradam namadheyani kurvanti thanani cha nara bhuvi durgeti Madrakali Vijaya Vaishnaviti cha Kumuda Chandika Krishna Madhavi Kanyaketi cha Maya Narayani Ishani Sharada Ityambiketi cha. These are the names that the world is going to give you, and you are going to be worshipped. If I have a Navratri, you will have a Navratri. If I have a Bhagavatam, you will have a Devi Bhagavatam. If I reside in Badrikashram or Tirumala, you will have Vaishnavi Devi, your mountain, my Devi. Go and be born to Nand Baba, to Yashoda. And she's gone. And now the Lord is coming. When Kamsa knows this is the eighth child, he says, I think my sister is looking more beautiful than before. Already she was beautiful, but I think my killer is going to arrive. So double the fetters, double the security. Wherever he is, whatever he is doing, he's only thinking of the killer who is going to arrive. That is why they say to reach the Lord, you can be afraid of the Lord. Bhayat kamsaha. That is what the Bhagavata said. My dear listeners, we come closer to the coming of the Lord. In the Bhagavata, the 10th skanda has vivid description of the incarnation. When you think of Krishna, Krishna means music, Krishna means dance, Krishna means beauty, Krishna means art, Krishna means war, Krishna means peace, Krishna means love for man and beast and all. What Krishna means is something lovely. Not that we don't love Rama, but you can't shake hands with Rama. Krishna is accessible. My learned father would say, accessible people are not great, and great people are not accessible. With Krishna, a parrot could sit on his shoulder, a peacock could offer him a plume, Mother Yashoda could make him dance for 1 hour for a small ball of butter. Takadim, 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 takadim. That is the accessibility of Krishna. That is why a king can be his friend. The ordinary gopi could tie him to a mortar. When sages could not capture him in their hearts, she could do it with love. Ulu khalam va yaminam manova gopangananam kuchakutmalam va murari namna kalabhasya nunam alanam asit trayameva bhumu. Stupidly, I asked once a friend in Kerala, I want a small elephant. He said, Amma, a small elephant is more costly than a big elephant because it's naughty. That is the kalabha. Small little elephant is very cute. You want to tie him? There are 3 places you can tie him. Go to the courtyard of Mother Yashoda. Bind Damodara to the pounding stone, or the heart of the gopis and the mind of the yogis. 3 places where you can tie him. Ulu Khalamva, Yaminam Manova, Gopangananam Kuchakutmalamba, Murari Namna Kalavasya Nunam, Alanamasi Trayameva Bhumo. You want to tie Krishna? With great devotion, you can tie him. My dear listeners, the Dasas say, if you take flowers for him, he will carry hay for your cattle. That is the saulabhya of the Lord. The moment these 90 chapters start, my whole body is full of Krishna Bhakti, my dear listeners. I am on a different orbit. That's the problem. Looking at the watch, I feel nervous to stop at 8 o'clock. But you are bound by time, so am I. The Lord is coming into the world. And when He is coming, He has promised that He will protect the good and kill the evil. Again and again in the world, people are praying to Him. When He is appearing in the womb of Mother Devaki, the gods in heaven come and praise Him. This is called Garbhastuti. Akhandanji Maharaj has a very nice interpretation. Why are the demigods saying Satyavratam, Satyaparam, Trisatyam? They are just reminding Him. You said Sadhu Paritrana and Dushta Nigraha. Don't forget your promise. We come to remind you of the promise. Don't eat butter and forget all of us. That is what they are saying. Reminding of the promise in the womb of His mother. Now is the time when the Master of the world is going to come. And that is the incarnation scene. 10th canto, 3rd chapter is called the incarnation chapter. Listen to the first few shlokas with deep concentration. Ata sarva gunopeta kala paramashobhana yarhe vajana janmarksham shantarksha grahatarakam dishaprasedurgaganam nirmalodu ganodayam mahi mangala bhuishta puragrama vrajakara nadya prasanna salila hruda jalaruha shriya dujali kurasannadastava kavana rajaya vayu sukha sparsha punyagandhavah shuchihi agnayascha dvijatinam shantat tatra samindata manansyasan prasannani sadhunam asuradruham jayamane ajane tasmin nedurdunduvayo divi jago kinnara gandharva tushtuvu siddhacharana mumuchu munayo deva sumanam simudanvita mandam mandam jaladhara mandam jaladhara jagarju anusagaram nishite tama udbhute jayamane janardane devakyam devarupinyam vishnu sarva guhashayah. According to one poet, the moon god has many stars as his wives. One star's name is Swati. When Swati presides in the sky, that is the time the oyster gives birth to the pearl. Some scientific reason. So naturally, between the other wives, there was a lot of competition. There was a star called Rohini who said, I also want to create something memorable. If Swati can create pearls, I will create Krishna, who is a sapphire. Swati sapatni kilatara kanam mukta phalanam jananiti roshat sa rohini neelam asutaratnam kritaspadam gopavadhu cheshu. Everything is pure now. Kala parama shobhanaha. Time is purified, planets are purified, stars are purified, directions are purified. Everything, says the Bhagavata Mahapurana. Everything is purified because pavitranam pavitram yo mangalanam cha mangalam. Fold your hands and repeat these words as Akhananji Maharaj wants us to repeat. Prabho Avirbhava Avirbhava Ehi Ehi Prabho Avirbhava Avirbhava Ehi Ehi Prabho Avirbhava Avirbhava Ehi Ehi. You're calling him. He's coming into the world. Please don't think that this is something that happened long back. Today he's born here, he's there. And just as the moon appears in the sky without touching the sky, Krishna appears against the background of Devaki. The Lord tells Arjuna in the Gita, I am not a maternity ward product like you. No, like the human child. No. Janma karma cha me divyam. And those who know my janma and karma are divya, their janma and karma are divya. You understand? To know that the Lord is transcendent, you are also transcendental. And now it is Vasudeva who sees the Lord. Tam adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankha gadayudayudam Srivatsalakshmam galashovi kaustuvam pitamvaram Sandrapayoda saubhagam Maharha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Tushaparishvakta Sahastra Kuntalam Uddama Kanchyan Gada Kankanadibihi Virochamanam Vasudeva Ikshata. I envy Vasudeva. It was Devaki who gave birth to him in the sense that she is his mother. But it was Vasudeva who saw him, Vasudeva Ikshata. Why is Vasudeva's name immortalized in the Janma Shloka of the Lord? Because he saw 6 children killed in cold blood and did not complain. Even if we lose one child, we don't forgive the Lord. 6 children in cold blood dashed to the ground, one after the other, year after year. Krishna, 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 Hari Sankalpa, Hari Sankalpa, Hari Sankalpa. This is how Vasudeva faced the tragedy. So the Lord said, I'll make you immortal. Your name will be associated with my Janma Shloka. I will explain the shloka a little later. But then, as the Lord comes into the world to tell you the difference between Rama Bhaktas and Krishna Bhaktas, can I take 10 more minutes of yours today? Okay, please. I hope the Asrani family won't mind it. My dear listeners, Rama Bhaktas are always obedient. Krishna Bhaktas are always commanding. Like Rama was always obedient, Krishna was always commanding. Rama Bhaktas are very simple in their habits. They don't mind 3 or 4 sets of clothes. The Krishna Bhakta says only 250 saris. I need some more to complete the year. Rama Bhakta will say no need for jewelry. Krishna Bhaktas will say matching jewelry for matching saris. All the sari shops and the jewel shops are surviving because of Krishna Bhaktas. Clap. At least online shopping we will do if we can't go to the shop. No? Only Krishna Bhaktas are doing online shopping. You can take, if you want, the statistics and find out. My dear listeners, Rama Bhaktas will have dal roti, chor chambar poro. But Krishna Bhakta, mithai, how can you have without chappan bhog? No, Ram Mandir has chappan bhog. This Banke Bihari only has chappan bhog. And this Guru Vairappa has appam and payasam. All these Krishna Bhaktas love sweets. And please remember, भोले मेरे राम भैया नटखट मेरे श्याम सब कुछ दे दे राम भैया सब कुछ मांगे श्याम. Rama came to give, Krishna came to receive. अवध को मांगे कैकेयी तो दे दे मेरे राम. हस्तिनापुर का हिस्सा मांगे पांडव बंधु श्याम. Give them at least their portion. This is what the Lord said. बोलो राम राम राम, बोलो श्याम श्याम श्याम, सीता राम राम राम, राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम. That is how my Lord came into the world. And the moment he came, he's commanding his father, take me across the river. We'll show you the poster tomorrow. And he's asked to go across the river. Details will be discussed tomorrow. Children say, Amma, how did the prison doors open? Automatic doors. When Krishna passes through the doors open. Sometime back, we did not know what the concept of automatic door was. They reach the Lord and the great Bhakta reach Mother Yashoda's place. The baby is born. Because after the delivery, the mother sleeps off. You can try talking to her. She won't register if it's a boy or a girl. That's how Yashoda did not register. Yashoda Nanda Patnicha Jatam Paramudhyata Natal Lingam Parishranta Nidraya Apagata Smritihi. She did not know whether a boy was born or a girl was born. That's why the exchange was easy. If she had known it was a girl who was taken and a boy is being replaced, no, she didn't know it. How logical is the Bhagavatam? He comes with a girl and poor Mother Devaki says, such a sweet girl. She's going to be killed by this fellow. She doesn't know she's the killer of the world. As soon as Kamsa sees this baby, he says, oh, after all, it's a girl. How dare he say that, my dear listeners? Today, the woman can reach any height. She can be an architect. She can go up as an astronaut. She can be a prime minister. She can be a finance minister. She can be a scholar. She can be a dancer. And remember, it's a woman who's doing the Bhagavatam for you. Don't say, after all, it's a woman. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrurupena Samstita. He takes her and bashes her head on the ground. There she goes up with her 36 arms. Shulini, Kapalini, Bhavani, Shivani, मैं तेरी दीवानी जगदम्बे पाहि माम जगदम्बे पाहि माम जगदम्बे पाहि माम जगदम्बे पाहि माम. You fool, you can't kill me. Your killer grows elsewhere, she says. Enigmatically, she departs from the sky. And there is Kamsa wondering, where is she gone? Where is she gone? Where is she gone? He feels sad that he has imprisoned his brother-in-law and sister for a long time. He releases them. What happens the next day, we will see in the household of Nanda. आनंद भयो नंद घरे जय कन्हैया लाल की. आनंद भयो नंद घरे जय कन्हैया लाल की. अरे दूध लाओ माखन लाओ जय कन्हैया लाल की. रात दिन गाते जाओ जय कन्हैया लाल की. वीराने के दिन मिटे जय कन्हैया लाल की. बाग में बसंत छायो जय कन्हैया लाल की. जय जय श्री राधे. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Krishna has come. With the coming of Krishna, all our problems are gone. May the Lord fulfill all your dharmic desires. Please bless me as long as I live. Let me carry this message wherever I go. Those of you who don't have children at home, I pray from the Vyasapita, within 1 year, may you have a lovely Krishna Prasada child at home. And those of you who have children, make Krishna your eldest born. He will look after the family. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvanitir Matir Mama. I thank the Astrani family for giving us this opportunity to talk about the Lord. I repeat my appeal for the Annakshetra. We are thinking of feeding 5,000 people a day. You can join us, join hands with us and help us. The more hands join, the easier it is for us to fulfill our dream to feed 5,000 people a day. Those who offer to the trust 1 lakh and more will have their names displayed in the donors panel. Narayana, 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 Bolo Narayana, 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 Krishna Narayan, Narayana, 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 Satya Narayana, 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 Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. God willing, we meet tomorrow at 5:30 for Krishna Leela.
Jai Shri Krishna Ma.
Jai Shri Krishna Ma. Jai Shri Krishna Ma.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna Ma.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai
Ma.
Shri
Thank you so
Krishna.
much.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Amma. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Amma.
Jai Shri Krishna. Ma. Thank you.
Jai Krishna Ma.
Thank you.
Meet tomorrow.